Hello. I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about when you're selling to everybody, you're selling to nobody. This is definitely one of the hardest concepts that as an entrepreneur, I can understand logically, but when I try to put it into place, I realize that I just don't have that wisdom all of the time. So I wanted to break down what I've learned, and hopefully you guys can help me break it down a little bit more too. So what is selling to everybody? Selling to everybody is when you are trying to create a product or a service or an organization that's going to appease every single person that will walk in through your doors. However, when that happens, nobody feels like they are fully understood well enough that they will actually have a sense of loyalty to your company, right? Whenever people routinely go back to a place, it's usually because there is some sort of connection there that they have found, and that connection is based on feeling seen as a person. There's something about that company, the way that it's structured, the way that it looks, the way that they're spoken to, that they're like, this is the company for me, right? Somebody that walks into a skate shop where they want to hear heavy metal playing is not the same person that walks into a skate shop and wants lo-fi music playing, right? Those are two different audiences that want the same product, but they want a different feeling getting to that product. And at the end of the day, your service, your product, whatever, it is just a feeling to that person. It's whenever they get to ride the skateboard, it's the feeling of freedom, right? When they buy the skateboard, it's the feeling of excitement. And so you need to figure out what these feelings are and how you want your audience to get to these feelings, okay? If you're in there and you're playing classical music and neither of these people enjoy classical music, you think that the majority of people would be okay with classical music, which is fine, but nobody is out there entirely loving classical music, at least in this specific audience, right? Maybe one or two people, but however, in that case, there's not a large enough audience for the classical music lovers that also want skateboards that is going to go and frequent your shop enough for you to actually stay in business. So it's a really, really delicate balance. And I find myself more often than not, when I'm posting content, trying to think, okay, what would the majority of my audience like, And I have to remember sometimes that building your audience is a continuous journey, just like building yourself is a continuous journey, right? So it's just understanding more of who your audience is so that you can cater to who they are specifically. So you know whether to play rock music or to play lo-fi music. So you know whether these people want to be ignored and they will come to you when they are ready for help, or if they kind of expect to be greeted when they walked into the door and at least a gesture of, hey, do you need any help today, right? Because the more that you can understand your audience and create an environment that is welcoming to that person, the more that they are going to talk about it to their friends, and the bigger your audience can be if you can just find a fairly large specific audience that you want to cater to. If you absolutely hate rock music, don't create a business where the majority of what you're selling and what you're playing is going to be rock music. You have to figure out something that excites you enough that you want to sell this to people so that your emotion is on the right frequency so that the guest has the opportunity to match that frequency. Because if you're down here, the highest they can go is about a little bit over it, but usually about to where you're at, right? So just being very mindful of when you're setting up your business, who your audience is, who you are as a person, right? And if you can find the really fun balance between the two of them, the more specific your audience can get and the more fun that you're actually going to have building your business. So just a little tidbit of what I've been learning recently. If you're looking for any more information about this, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Let's chat about it for a little bit and tell me what your thoughts are. What's something that you do for your company that allows you to speak directly to your audience that's not speaking to everybody? But till next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.